Hello everyone, my name is Senzo and welcome to the clan. So without further ado, let's get into this video as we go to the self-appointed experts comment of the main video that I posted last night. Of course, I'm still filming the same night, but you guys going to see this video this day, which is the 12th of June 2024. But other than that, guys, let me get myself settled so that we can start this, and let me hear your two IQs being rubbed together and you sparked your own opinions. And if you want your comments to also be read, please make sure that you leave a comment in all of the videos that I post. And please do me a favor by smashing the like button, because the like button does go and fetch us more honorable members of the clan. I hope you guys can see me, because the last video I almost like disappeared with my head because the stand is still the same. Anyways, guys, let's read your self-appointed experts comments, and let's start with Ntati, who says state has no case against this accused. Pity we don't have a sober judge. This case was supposed to be thrown out of the court like forever ago. You are 100% correct there. This case should have been thrown out the moment that this judge heard that the first responders made that blunder. Not once, not twice, not three times, many a times. Then we have Sinta Aru says, I think calling out numbers with no relevant contact information is futile. It's like you were reading my mind and I did not know how exactly to say it out or project it out. You just, yeah, that's how it was in my head. If these numbers show no contact to the accused, the court's time is being wasted. Absolutely. But Rata keeps quiet. I bet if the defense tried this, Rata would have shut them down long ago. He would have first asked, where are we going with this? Where are you? What's the relevance of this? And he would like try to make these people as if they don't have a brain. Man, come on, come on. Then we have Bongani who says, ngiyakwata manje abadelelwe abafowethu ayikho lenkukhu. Basically saying that getting angry, this thing is nonsense. And yeah, basically that's just the gist of what Bongani is saying. Then we have user, unfortunately, I don't see your names. They don't have any way to hide. But they are being so obvious, though, that they don't have a case. I agree with you. They absolutely have no way to hide, and they're just wasting our time. Then we have Elizabeth, who says Steffu was attacked left, right, and center because Steffu just wanted, by all means, hitting the nail on the right spot. Steffu didn't want to waste time with the state. Clearly, I've never seen the first trial. And then the more I was reading about Defo and the more I hear people talk about Defo, the more I like this advocate. This advocate, PLA, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. No, I don't want to come to your event no more. Y'all are dirty. I get that you are all thinking about your own future, but to let one of your own rot in jail unjustifiably? What kind of lawyers are you? What kind of a body of whatever it is that you do? Sometimes I'm thinking to myself, is it not possible this whole thing was started or hijacked by the previous government, and all you guys ever do is run for tenders? And as a result of not going for Devo is because you are afraid of getting a tender. No, guys. This is not looking good for you. History will judge you harshly. BLA, history will judge you harshly. BLA, you have no backbone. Your own colleague is right, whether he's a member or not a member. This body, if indeed it's in the best interest of black lawyers, how are you being what do you call this body for a person like Defo rotting in jail? No, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Sis poo. Anyways, let's continue. Julia says, I don't understand why cell phone number every day, but we don't understand. We don't know where we are going about this case. Senzo's family waiting for justice, please. Like I said, and I always say this, unfortunately, Julia, is that the Meyiwas will never get justice, especially Senzo. I don't think he is. With the way things are looking, I'm sorry. Too far gone. We are way too far gone for Senzo's justice, unfortunately. Then we have Temtu Tuj. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Hi, Clan. Why doesn't the defense move for a mistrial? Yeah, it's a good question. Absolutely a good question. Maybe, like I said before, I think their aim right now is the Supreme Court of Appeal. Because the Supreme Court of Appeal is not just only going to exonerate these 5 accused, but also is going to go scathing on the prosecutor, who is very young, by the way. And he is destroying his career and future in the legal fraternity. So maybe they're like, well, let's give him the long rope to hang himself. Maybe that's why they are not making that application or whatever the case might be. Then we have, that's actually my, I don't know, the way I see it. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just suspecting maybe that's the reason. Then we have another user says, Senzo Meyiwa will definitely find no justice. Yeah, exactly what I'm just saying. That I don't think he will, unfortunately. This matter is so far gone that justice was lost along the way. In fact, justice was lost on the day he hit the ground. That day, on the 26th of October 2014, the justice went along with him. That is just so, and things over the years just got worse and worse. That is why today, those that took the decision to pin the death of Senzo Meyiwa on the 5 men, that's why they did it. Because South African people are making a noise. They want justice, but they don't know where to get it from for Senzo Meyiwa. So let's go for what they considered the scumbags of South Africa, who happened to be accused number 5, accused number 4, and accused number 3. And the biggest mistake I feel that they made was with accused number 2 and accused number 1. If they sold this thing to on accused number 3, 4, and 5, I think South Africans would actually believe that these men indeed may have been, not are, may have been the people that killed Senzo Meyiwa because of their own history when it comes to being Inkabi and things like that. The mistake especially was with Ndanzi. Especially was with Ndanzi. It's just sad. It's just so sad. It's so sad. Then we have Londi who says, I just couldn't understand what was going on in the court today. Oh, a whole lot of us looks like it. I knew the client leadership would do the needful. And I couldn't help either. Thank you, client sister. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I was like, okay, let me listen attentively. And then while they went to a long adjournment, I actually, rewind and started from the scratch. And I thought maybe I was going to catch. No, my ears were still like, what are you doing? You think I'm stupid? Then we have Tubala Kete who says, Clan, you're doing amazing job, bro. Thank you. Maybe you're not aware of that. So we really appreciate you, man. Inkosi. Thank you. I am very aware. Thank you so much, you guys. You have no idea how appreciative I am of your support and rallying behind me. It's not an easy thing to do. Let me tell you that, because immediately the what do you call this? The day ends in the North Gauteng High Court. My day as well in 30 minutes is also wrapping up, and then I have to run. Literally run through, get the Gautrain train on time, and everything's just rush. Sit down immediately when I get home, and then I film, and then I have to edit, and then I have to export, upload, and then process, and then you get the video. So it's not an easy thing, but I know that you guys are super appreciative. And I also know that the people that super thank, they're also doing it on your behalf as well, because of course I know not everybody can afford a super thank. I'm sorry. A super thanks. So No, I'm aware. Thank you so much, Tuba. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Then we have Elizabeth who says cell phones kill Senzo Meyiwa. Clarence is like, we might as well say that with all that is going on in that, like, why? The cell phones, none of these cell phones even ping. You know, Uzungu needs to come back and explain himself. Did they even get is Uzungu's 205? I want to see something. For the 26th of October 2014, Zungu's 205 was it applied for? Because Vodacom records are saying they were never there. They were never there. And then we have Elizabeth, whether it's one, if especially one, because not Zungu said all of them were in Gwabini's hostel room. So all of these guys definitely had cell phones, including Gwabini, including what's his name, Zungu. And they all their cell phones should be pinging on the same tower, or at least towers around there. I want to hear Zungu's 205. I'm interested. And Gwabini's. Elizabeth says cell phones kill Senzo Americans. Might as well. Might as well. Then we have Soft Angler who says, I'm glad you managed to make a video out of today's proceedings. You know, I have to be honest with you, Soft Angler. When the day was over, I was like, I was thinking all the way in the train, like, what am I going to tell the clan? Because I have no idea what was going on. But hey, I have to come before you and tell you guys that this is what I think happened today, and it was nothing. I don't know where Sibanda is going with this, to be honest. Then we have Fiona who says, hi, clan, and Mr. Mgomezulu mentioned that scenario in court that Longwe shot himself and went to the hospital. Now we need to get those records. I hope Mr. Mgomezulu is speaking with something in hand as well regarding medical records, including the doctor that fixed him, the nurse, the receptionist, you name them, all of those guys. I even heard a rumor that somebody died who was a possible witness to Longwe's injury. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard. Anywho, so I'm thinking now, if somebody like that, maybe it's a receptionist, I think. So that means the doctor and the nurses and all those people need to be really, really careful. If that is true about the receptionist that witnessed, what's his name, Longwe coming to the hospital. Then we have Timber who says, clan, I want to know about the Master Warder who put people in solidarity or solitary confinement at CMAX. Rata Nisi had invited him to come through and explain himself. Okay, let me confess something. The first 30 minutes of today's proceedings I did not see. Even though when I rewinded, that was not my interest. I kind of fast forwarded to where Pinky started talking. So I'm not quite sure what are we talking about here, Timber. Please remind me in case I forgot. I'm sure I forgot what you mean. Surely I've forgotten. Then we have Tuleo who says, hi clan family, love you right back. Ngidlulisa ukubonga okukhulu ngokubusiseka zingane zami. Sengithuthukile, sengike ngikhulume isingisi amagamana amancane. Ndodakazi yami ngitshele ukuthi ngifunda kule family. I'm happy that you are learning English through us. That is so funny. Love you back. Love you back. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Ogama says, what happened to the ballistics guys for defense? Well, apparently the instructing attorney who happens to be the legal aid board has found a expert, and then the expert has forwarded his quotation, and now it's a matter of the defense consulting with him before he is called on the stand, and the other guy basically to be cross-examined according to what the defense ballistic expert is going to say as a result. I don't know when that is going to happen, but it's a good question that you are asking. Then we have user who says David Matebula was a soccer player. He played for Kaizer Chiefs, apparently. But the question is it that David Matebula? You know, is it him or it's somebody else? But because Senzo Meyiwa was a soccer player, we're assuming that it is the soccer player. All right. So I don't know. I don't want to make a definite assumption here because there could be lots of David Matebulas out there. Then we have Vusi788 who says, hi clan. David Matebula is a soccer player. He's a former Kaizer Chiefs player. Yeah, just like I said, I don't know if that's the one or somebody else. But because the line of business that Senzo Meyiwa was in, it's possible that this is the soccer player they are talking about. Then we go to Patience who says, I think Pinky was told what to say. But then if she is told what to say, wouldn't she be jeopardizing the credibility, integrity, and reputation of Vodacom if all of these things turn out to be a lie? That's all I'm asking. If she was working for government, then I would have agreed with you. This is a private company that will not jeopardize his position with the people of South Africa, period. So that's why I'm not inclined to think that she is cooking this one up or maybe is the result of the cookerization. I don't think so because she will be putting Vodacom into disrepute. That's what I think. So we have Claudia who says, what happened to the petition? I've already explained it. Tira says, if I heard well, the 205 they use on accused number 3 is for case 101, not 636. Case 101, which one is that? Please remind me again, what is case 101? Oh my gosh. Then we have Noza, who says, in my language, Bati, Yintsuman Tsumane, Inuba Kakaka. Yeah, it's mixed masala. It's just not vibing this entire case. Then we have user. I'm so sorry. I wish I knew who you were. Siyabonga Tumagute. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Then we have OG Media say checking in. Thank you so much for being here, friend. Then we have Spamanda who says, how can a Vodacom tower pick up a human being? That's what Spamanda thinks. But then you're gonna hear Rata's judgment saying, yeah, it's possible that and when he we're gonna hear the judgment. Then we have Nozzle says the Pinky that we heard today was different from the one we heard last week. That's because the state decided to change angles and making her sound a little bit different, unless you're talking about her being healed. But yeah, both ways you could be right, but I don't think she is lying because there's no way she'll jeopardize Vodacom like that, her career and freedom as well. Then we have Morrison who says Judge as well as Baloy have always been quick to ask the defense, where are you going with this? Right? Right? But Rata's silence is definite when it comes to the state, especially Sibanda who knows how to hold on to a dry bone and just keep chewing it and nothing is popping out of it. I don't understand why Judge Rata isn't asking him, bro, where are you going with this? Honestly, he's wasting time. Then we have Marie who says, Rata, no, he can't convict the accuser because there is no evidence. Rata did not know that before brown envelope. But remember with the confessions? We were so convinced that he is going to utilize Section 35 of the Constitution that was violated in every way. But he still said, I believe that a confession was made and he accepted it into evidence. Yeah. No, he must jive with Baloy Gininda. Never did he know he have to deal with Ngome Zulu. Yeah, the bringing of Ngome Zulu really did get him, hey? It really got him. I think maybe Ngome Zulu has a reputation and he knew of his reputation and now he wants to shut him down because he wants to be academically superior or intellectually superior to Mgomezulu, who, by the way, with his Vista education, he still hits the nerve. Yeah, he still hits the nerve, which goes to show that it doesn't matter which school you went to. As long as you understand the law and you practice it and you apply it the right way, it doesn't matter you went to Oxford, Princeton, or you went to Harvard, or UCT, or Stellenbosch, or Wits University. It doesn't matter, you know? So then we have Lisham Fu. Good is downtown. Oh, hold is downtown Joe. Yeah. Later on, I thought about it that it's actually in downtown. It's actually Gold Streets in downtown Johannesburg, but it's in Afrikaans. Holdstraat. Then we have Jablani who says it doesn't help the state in any way. Because once the defense start their cross-examination, the defense will go straight to the critical part of what happened to the phone calls, and the SIM swap issue will show up, definitely. State is just trying to confuse the defense, not trying to focus on what happened to Senzo and the people in the House Section 205. I 100% agree with you, Jablani. Then we have Naval. Hello, Naval. I agree with you. The doctor might do a thorough medical check on accused number 3 and finish very late. Even though he has problems with his hand, the doctor might even do a dental check. Like the dentist who almost did a full medical. Oh, you are being sarcastic. Naval. I completely forgot about that. Oh, you were being sarcastic. So now let's go to you in that sarcasm. Like the dentist who almost did a full medical on Tanzi when he in Tanzi was taken to see if he had a gold tooth. Your sarcasm caught me off guard. Then we have Tepo who says, big up yourself. Thank you. Thank you so much. Then we have Princess who says, angikho ngiyobuya mhla kuphela lento yamaselfo. Hayi ngeke Princess ungasorobi, come back. No, we must go through it all of us together. Then we have David, the soft Anglo says David Matebula is one of Umkaya from Guyana. Oh, okay. Reason why his name appeared is because of his mother. KK allegedly used to consult. Scandalous. I don't know. Wow, that is interesting. That is so interesting, soft Angler. Then we have user saying, so where are the people that were in the house? Good question. I mean, they should have been called by now. Well, they did call Zandile, they did call Mtogo and Tomelo. But what about the other 4, though? Those are the people that we are also interested, especially Kelly, the mother, as well as Uma Piri. Those are the people I'm interested in. I'm also interested in Uncle Tamba Kumalo. I'm interested in Longwe Twala. I'm interested in Chico Twala. Hey, there's a lot of people that I'm interested to see understand, because there are some few things that I would like to see. Very few things. I mean, they should have been called by now. I mean, seriously, South Africa, I don't know if we have law or not. Hopefully, very soon, all of that is going to be restored. Then we have Zwa who says, ngiyabonga mfowethu, mina bengicabanga ukuthi mhlambe imina obengihlulwa understand English, bengingezwa nhlobo ukuthi kuyiwa kuphi nalama calls. I know. Basically, to translate, he's saying that he thought he was the only one who didn't understand what was going on. At some point, he thought maybe he's the one who doesn't understand English. No, you understood English very well. Nothing was happening, because we don't know what those cell phones were standing for or meant. My goodness, it was just horrendous. Then we have Swansile, who says the futility of the whole exercise on calls is only a roundabout turn to confuse us on the real culprits. That is a strategy indeed. If this was considering the housemate, we could be leading somewhere, and if not, what's this for? Like, what is this for real? And why Rata is not shutting it down is the big question. And then we have Mafaku, who says Pinky sounded really, really well, like very well. For that matter, not even one cough. Like, that is why I was like, I still cough. You guys heard me earlier as well. I was trying to talk and I coughed. She was like normal. I was like confused. A little confused. And then we have Mbusi who says kuyoze kupopo. Oh, then we have Mbusi who says kuyoze kubhobhoke indlu kumalume kamuzi njengoba leli cala belishayisa itoyitoyi ngamabhomu. I don't mean to laugh, but that was funny. That was funny. I'm sorry. Then we have Nomzamo who says George Gok Hostel resurfacing. And the picture that accused number 3 kept saying it was taken in Fosloras. Suddenly now it's not taken it was taken in George Gok, not in Fosloras. Where's Zungu? You need to come back. No. Yeah, well, you need to come back. Remember, that constable was determined. The picture was shot in Basutu Hostel Foslo. Exactly. No, he needs to come back. He needs to be read these numbers. And then he needs to tell the story. What were you talking about on the stand in June last year? No. Was it June or July? Then we have Tikoliza who says the case is taking another direction now. It's like a case about somebody suing about stealing his it's like you are listening to a civil trial. Honestly, like this cell phone, which was stolen from me, it then a SIM card was put in this cell phone and it was calling around. Eventually it called me as well by accident, and that's how I found out that who has my cell phone. I'm here to sue. Crazy, I tell you. Then we have Lindy who says we are back to the bank statement reading era with this Sibanda. When will we get to 2021? Ooh, we are still in 2015. Jesus. That is so true. Then we have Belta who says that's why they Mama Mapiri cleaned the house, Mr. L. His blood was there mixed with Senzo's blood, allegedly. Ooh, that could have been the reason. Maybe she was ordered to clean and mix the evidence. Then we have Kollega who says, hi, Clancy. Hi, Kollega. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. The first person who was in shock after the incident, Mtogo, he said to Meyiwa, Senzo is being shot by Zandi's boyfriend. I remember by accident, that's what I think as Fiso said. That's the truth, the real truth. And 3 people were being shot. 1 Longwe, 2 Zandi, 3 Senzo. Unfortunately for him, it took his life. As Mgomezulu was telling the court, the people that were fighting are the ones who got shot. That's the truth. Highly plausible. Highly plausible. Highly plausible. Then we have Irene who says, Clantus, when are we going to check Longwe's ankle for the Operation Scar? They must do to him when he takes the stand what they did to Oscar Pistorius. They made him walk on his thumbs in court to demonstrate that was it highly plausible for him to have reached and made a determination that there was an intruder on the other side, or he was decapitated, or he was incapacitated by the fact that he does not have full legs. So we want to see Longwe as well on the stand, and then the defense must ask him to jump off the stand and try and walk normally. That's the first thing. Secondly, we need to see if there are any scars around his ankle, both left and right legs. That is what I think we need to see, just to be sure, just to be sure. And then, of course, medical file that may have been opened. Any hospital, they need to find that hospital. Of course, taking the Section 205s there and retrieve, if ever there was such, indeed, on the 26th of October 2014. Then we have US Spite who says, we are just being tortured with this case. Yeah, shame. I just feel sorry for the Meyiwa family and the 5 accused. Baloy doesn't care. Baloy doesn't care. Then we have user who says clients in South Africa's courts are not allowing the content of a call or conversations. That is not allowed in our courts. It's only SMSs that are allowed. What about Section 205 though? Isn't that a court order to give permission for the content of calls to be listened to? Because you can't come and say there was a call between A and B to commission a murder, but they are saying we were not even there. And to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt, the content of those calls are the ones that are going to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that this did take place. So I thought that's what 205s were for. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I have no idea. Then we have Fletcher who says, state must close this case and arrest the right people. Stop wasting our time. We need justice for Senzo. Yeah, that's it. Simple and clear. Simple and clear. Then we have Temple who says, lol, it's illegal to listen in on calls, bro. Not listening in, because that is eavesdropping. That is illegal. But now you are listening to records. Content of records of phone calls. Hence, there is 205, I thought. But listening in, you are 100% correct. You can't intercept people's calls. That is illegal. You do not have permission for that. Even the government does not have permission to listen in to our calls. It's illegal. So, yeah. And then the last comment, or the self-appointed expert comment, comes from EF5SZ. I'm tired of the state's monkey tricks. It's disappointing to have people like Baloyi and Sibanda as prosecutors. Clearly, they don't respect the law. Instead, they are using it to their own benefit. Like I've said before, that at this point, I think for Baloyi, it's about saving his career. He made a mistake, and now he's trying to fix it. That's just my opinion. Every time when the case has to progress, there's always something that happens to backtrack. That is so true. So annoying. So annoying, honestly speaking. Anyways, guys, that is it with your submissions of the self-appointed experts comments. And you guys, once again, you've done amazingly well. Thank you so much for your submissions. Those that are going to submit after this video, I thank you very much for submitting your comments and rubbing your two IQs together and sparking your own comments, and then you put them down under my videos. I highly appreciate you all. May God bless you abundantly, you and your generations. And I'm talking about people who are sensible here. 30%ers, you need to graduate. Come to the front eventually. Anyways, guys, if you like the video, give it a like. If you like the video, give it a like. Anyways, do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the bell notification so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody that's super thanking the channel and supporting it financially. I highly appreciate you all so very much. Please leave a comment down below and let me know what did you think about your self-appointed expert comments here on this video. Also, share this video far and wide, and I will see you next time with a new video. Hopefully today, everything will go well and we'll continue with whatever it is that Simanda is trying to do. Anyways, goodbye, guys.